Assalamu alaikum. I am your science teacher from Latif Niazi Memorial High School. Welcome to class 7. My name is Mumtaz Bari. This is your science book, Amazing Science. Now we will start the biology portion, unit number 1, structure of living organisms. Here we will study about the structure of flowering plants. A typical flower consists into two main parts. First is called vegetative part and second is reproductive part. Here you can see that the upper ground portion of the plant is called vegetative parts, but roots are also included in the vegetative parts. The stem, leaves, knot, internode and roots, all of these are the vegetative parts. Stem is the main part of the flowering plant. It bears leaf, knot, internode. Its main function is to help in transportation. Here you can see that this is the picture of stem. The stem is the upright, erect part of the plant, but some stems grow horizontally along the ground, just like a strawberry plant. But some stems are long, thin and weak. They are climbing, and some are thick and fleshy, just like the onion bulb. This is the young stem. Here you can see that young stem consists the young leaves, shoot tip, old leaf and axillary bud. The young stem has stomata which help in respiration, transpiration and photosynthesis. Knot is that part of the stem where leaf arises. The adjacent side of the two knots is called internode. Some stems are underground, just like the potato. Underground stem store the food for the plant body. Young stem are mostly green in color because they contain chlorophyll, and the color of the chlorophyll is green due to green pigments which help to trap the sunlight. Same thing, stomata are present for the gaseous exchange, means respiration. A stem has a bud at the tip called the terminal bud, where growing the plant body and size of the stem is increased. But some buds are small. They are called axillary bud. The leaves having a green color due to presence of the green pigments, means chlorophyll. New branches and flowers grow from the axillary bud. Now I will teach you about the stem. Function of the stem. As I told you that stem is upright, erect part of the plant body. It supports the plant body. It is just like our backbone. We are supported, our backbone, same thing. The plant body is also supported by the stem. And stem bears the leaves, buds, nodes, flower, leaves. All of these are the bearing part of the stem. Now here we can see that the root. As I told you that the root is also included in the vegetative part of the flowering plant, but it is present in the soil. Means roots are the underground portion of the plant body. Roots are non-green because here food is stored. The main root is called the taproot, which is thick. A root has two main parts, root tip and root cap. The root tip helps in growing of the plant body and root cap protects the root tip. The function of the roots to absorb the water and minerals by the root hairs for the plant body. Here you can see that taproot. Some roots have one thick main root. From the branch roots grow. Such root like the radish, carrots, turnip. All of these are the examples of the taproot. Fibrous roots are those roots which are thin and same in size. Examples of the fibrous roots are wheat and grass. Here you can see that adventitious roots. This is the another type of the roots, modified roots. Onion bulb, example onion bulb. At the beginning I told you about the root functions. Root helps the plant body for fixation as well as absorption of the water and salt for the plant body, as well as it stores the food material. Now we will study about the leaf. Leaf is the food factory of the plant body. The plants have different size, different shapes of the leaves. Mostly it has leaf base, leaf apex, lamina, midrib. Stomatas are present on the lower surface of the leaf, which helps to absorb carbon dioxide from the environment and help in respiration, then help in evaporation, means transpiration. Transpiration is a mechanism in which excess water and salt removed from the leaf by the stomatas. Lamina is green color, expanded portion of the leaf where sunlight is trapped. Midrib is the main part of the leaf at the center, which transport the food material by the veins. Here you can see that the morphology of the leaf. Leaf stalk is called petiole, which arises from the knot. At the center you can see that the midrib and arising veins are called the venslets, which help in transportation of the food material. And then here, anatomy of the leaf. The outer layer of the leaf is called cuticle. Inside the cuticle there is chloroplast where sunlight is absorbed. Here you can see that the air space means stomatas, which help in gaseous exchange. This is the internal structure of the leaf, anatomy of the leaf. Now students, I am stopping my lecture. We will meet in next lecture.